Good morning everyone. Today we will start the last topic of your chapter, that is some special parallelograms. I hope you are understanding the chapter and you have already understood the types of polygons we had done in the last video. Now we will study about some special parallelograms. Okay, parallelograms we had already studied in the previous class also, the properties of parallelograms. Now we'll study some special type of parallelograms. So the first special parallelogram is rhombus. So first one is rhombus. Okay, rhombus is a similar, all the properties of rhombus are similar to a parallelogram, and also just like a kite also I have already told you in the previous video. The property of rhombus is diagonals of rhombus are perpendicular bisectors of one another. So you must remember that there was a rhombus which we draw like this. Okay, diagonals are the line joining the opposite or the alternate vertices. So what is the property is the diagonals of rhombus are perpendicular bisectors of one another, means they bisect each other and they cut each other at perpendicular, means the angle between these two is 90 degrees. Okay, so this is the main property of a rhombus. Rest all properties are like parallelogram. This is the main property of parallelogram or of a rhombus, or we can say this is the diagonals property of rhombus. Okay, so in this they are saying the diagonals will cut at 90 degrees and bisect each other. Okay, so let us take an example. Okay, it is given that this is a rhombus. Okay, this is diagonal, these are the diagonals. Then rhombus is R, I, C and E. Okay, now we are given the midpoint is O. Okay, now we are given, we have to find X, Y and Z. This is X, this is Y and this is Z. So we have to find all these three sides, and we are given that this is 12 and this is 5. So how we are going to find it? Okay, so for finding it, what we are going to do, we know that perpendiculars are bisectors of each other. Okay, so what we'll say that if they are bisectors, so if this OC, if OC is equals to 12, so OR is equals to 12, because perpendicular because it is a diagonal and diagonals bisect. You can write down because diagonals bisect each other. Okay, so this is for one problem. So as we can see, diagonals bisect each other, so OC is equals to 12, so OR will also be equals to 12. Now we are given that OI is equals to 5, so OE will also be equal to 5 because diagonals bisect. So we have found out Y and X. Okay, these two things we have done. Now we have to find Z. For Z, we will see this triangle only. Okay, only this triangle we are going to see. So we will make a big triangle over here. Okay, as we know, this is perpendicular, means 90 degree angle. Now we know that this side is 5 and this side is 12. These two things are given to us. This is 12. This is given to us. Okay, now we have already studied Pythagoras theorem in the previous chapter. Now, what we have to do with Pythagoras theorem is, it suggests that the two sides, means the two legs of a right angle triangle, the square of these two sides will be equal to the third side. Okay, that is z. So, z is equals to these 12 square plus 5 square. 12 square is 144 and 5 square is 25. Z square it will be equal to. Okay. So, z square is equals to 144 plus 25. So, z square is equals to 169. Now, since you are having a problem in solving this square, see, z square it is written. Okay. So, we have to see z, a number here will be the square of some number. Okay. So, we have to find the square, the number of which 169 is a square. Okay. So, 169 is the square of, we have already done in 7th class also, the squares and square roots. So, 169, we already know that it is 13 multiplied by 13. That is 13 square. So, when we have to find the value of z, so we have to find the square root of 169 and this square will be removed from here. So, z will be equals to 13. Okay, this is how you are going to solve these questions. Okay, now we'll move to the next topic, that is rectangle. Okay, rectangle. This is the next special type of parallelogram. It also has properties like that of parallelogram. All the but in this what happens is, all the angles are 90 degree, and the property of rectangle is the diagonals of a rectangle are of equal length. Only this property, they don't, diagonals are of equal length, and possibly they will bisect also each other at the center. Okay, so see, diagonals bisect also. These are the two properties, means they are of equal length and they bisect also. Means O. OC is equals to OA, OB is equals to OD and BD is equals to AC. Okay. So this is what is told in this, that when a rectangle has the following properties of diagonals. If some rectangle is given to us and we have to find the value of some number. For example, if this is the rectangle which is given to us and it is said that diagonals meet at point O, so we have to find x. If this is 3x plus 1, OD is equals to 3x plus 1 and OA is equals to 2x plus 4. So we have to find. Okay. So as we know, OA is the half of this diagonal and OD is half of this diagonal. Okay, so what we can do is that if AC is equal to BD, so half of AC is equals to half of BD also. So what we can say, that these two sides are equal, OD and equals to OA. So 3x plus 1 is equals to 2x plus 4. Right? Now what we'll do, these two will come this side. 3x minus 2x, 4 minus 1. 3x minus 2x is x. 4 minus 1 is 3. So x is equals to 3. This is the value of x. So this is how the properties help us to find the values of things or to solve the questions. Now next parallelogram is square. Next parallelogram, special type of parallelogram is a square. Square, we all know that all its sides are equal and all the angles at the edges are at the vertices are 90 degree, right? Now coming to diagonals, the diagonals of square are perpendicular bisectors of each other. Perpendicular bisectors, in which in rhombus also we have seen that in rhombus and square both the diagonals are perpendicular bisectors of each other. They bisect each other at perpendicular angles. But here the diagonals are equal also. But in rhombus it is not necessary. Diagonals are not equal. So here diagonals are equal. So there, here perpendicular bisectors. Diagonals are perpendicular bisectors. Okay. So this is how we are going to use these properties in our questions. So let's start with the exercise. Exercise 3.4. Okay. So as you can see in exercise 3.4, first question is state whether true or false. This is your assignment for homework. Okay. So all rectangles are squares. So this is false. You can do this on your own also. Identify all the quadrilaterals that have four sides of equal length. Squares and rhombus. Rectangle doesn't have equal sides. Okay. So similarly identify all the quadrilaterals having four right angles. Square and rectangle. Rhombus doesn't have all right angles. Okay. Explain how a square is a quadrilateral. Square is a quadrilateral because it has a four sides. Parallelogram is a quadrilateral because it has a four sides. Similarly for rhombus and similar for rectangle. Name the quadrilaterals whose diagonals bisect each other. Diagonals will bisect each other. Rhombus, parallelogram, square, rectangle, all are perpendicular bisectors of each other. Perpendicular bisectors are in square and rhombus. Diagonals are equal in rectangle and square. Explain why a rectangle is convex quadrilateral. Why is a rectangle called a convex quadrilateral? Because when we draw diagonals in rectangle, the diagonals are inside the figure. They are not on the exterior side of the figure. That's why it is a convex quadrilateral. Next question is ABC is a right angle triangle and O is the midpoint of the side opposite to the right angle. Explain why O is equidistant from A, B and C. The dotted lines are drawn additionally to help you. See, ABC is a right angle triangle and O is the midpoint of the side opposite to the right angle triangle. Explain why O is equidistant from A, C. See, when we draw a triangle here, this will form a rectangle, and we know in rectangle diagonals bisect each other. Okay, so if they bisect each other and they are of equal length, so if OB equals to OB will be equal to OD and OA will be equal to OC. So this is how we are going to solve these questions of exercise 3.4. Now you have to do them yourself. This is all in this chapter. I hope you have understood. If you have any doubts, you can ask me anytime. Thank you very much. We'll start the next chapter in the next class. Okay. Thank you.